The Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources and partners on Tuesday embarked on a day-long visit to numerous sites within the Greater Banjul area. The objective of the visit is to better understand the environmental challenges arising from the activities at the sites that were affected by flooding and to effectively engage relevant institutions to propose and implement sustainable measures to manage or prevent the environmental challenges. Speaking to the press at Jabang Estate, the Minister of Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources, Rohijon Manjang, urges the general public to take care of their environment.
And we also want to ask to plead for the entire neighborhood. Everybody is also a stakeholder in this. We have to manage our environment. Some of the culverts that we see have been blocked by waste, which is not being put there by just the wind, but people are dumping waste in the waterways, the culverts, and then blocking them. And this also in turn going to affect them. In as much as you want to dispose your waste, but don't dispose it in the way that it will come back to haunt you again. So we are asking everybody to take care of their neighborhood, the cleanliness. And the technicians are going to work very hard to make sure that at least the waterway has been created. I know it's going to be very challenging. Some of them we have already established structures on the waterway, and this needs to go. It's better for at least few people to be affected than the entire community or the entire country.
The minister adds that the Jabang estate has never been affected by flood like it did last year.
But then what we want to do is not, experts can sit over and then discuss and agree on a plan that they think at that time was not environmentally detrimental to us. But after the rains now, we need to revisit what we are doing, because we've seen social security. This area has never been affected this much of floods. But this year, unfortunately, it has been hit very hard because of the amount of rain that we received. So we have to mitigate that. We don't have to wait until we receive the same amount of rain next year also before we start running health left, right, and center.
The Managing Director of Social Security, Salum Manjang, says the problem at Jabang Estate is above Social Security as a corporation.
Since last year, I pointed out this point, but then because of the disaster, people did not understand, but now they understand. Because the source of the problem, if you want to solve a problem, you start from the source. The drainage starts from Tauta and ends at Tanje. Jabang is in the middle. If you solve Jabang, you don't solve Tauta, the problem is not solved. So it is about social security, as I told you, and it is being looked at the central government level. In 2020, a study was done, even before this flood was done, and social security sponsored the consultancy.
The areas visited are Banjul Bon Road, Kamalu, and Jabang flooded areas, among others. Reporting for Kerr, Fatou, I am Fatou.